With regard to the third theory, we know the positive attitude toward the ethnos, an ethnocentrism directed toward that type of existence which is formed within the structure of the ethnos itself, and which remains intact through a variety of stages, including in the highly differentiated types of societies which a people may develop in the course of their history. Of course, ethnicity was not the focal point either in National Socialism or in fascism. Yet, liberalism as an ideology, calling for the liberation from all forms of collective identity in general, is entirely incompatible with the ethnos and ethnocentrism, and is an expression of a systemic, theoretical, and technological ethnocide. Marxist ideology did not pay much attention to the ethnocider, believing that the ethnos is overcome in a class-based society, and that no trace of it remains in a bourgeoisie, and, even more so, a proletarian society. Based on the latter, the principle of proletarian internationalism becomes absolute. The only place where the ethnos received any kind of attention is in dissident, third-way currents, which were rather marginal in relation to the political mainstream, even though Nazi orthodoxy blocked the organic development of the ethno-sociological subject area with its racist dogma. Ethnos is the greatest value of the fourth political theory as a cultural phenomenon, as a community of language, religious belief, daily life, and a sharing of resources and goals, as an organic entity written into an accommodating landscape. The ethnos and ethnocentrism have every reason to be considered as candidates for becoming the subject of the fourth political theory. At the same time, we must again and again pay attention to the fact that we view the ethnos in the plural, without trying to establish any kind of a hierarchical system. Ethnicities are different, but each of them is, in itself, universal. Ethnicities live and develop, but this life and this development do not fit into one specific paradigm. They are open and always distinct. Ethnicities mix and separate, but neither one nor the other is good or evil per se. Ethnicities themselves generate the criteria by which others are judged, each time in a different way. We can draw many conclusions based on this point. In particular, we can relativize the very notion of politics, which comes from the normative values of the city, the polis, and, consequently, of the urban model of self-organization within the community or the society. As a general paradigm, we can review what Richard Fernwald called Dorfstaat, a village state. The village state is an alternative view of politics from the perspective of the ethnos naturally living in balance with its environment. This view is not reflective of the city, projecting its structure onto the rest of the country, but is that of the village or the province. It comes from the standpoint of those regions that have been peripheral in classical politics, but which are the center of the fourth political theory. However, this is only one example of all the possibilities that open up if we accept the ethnos as the historical subject. Yet, even this shows the possibilities inherent in transforming even the most basic of political concepts, and how drastic the revision of an established dogma can be.